Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called Linear Equations in One Variable. The given question is the base of an isosceles triangle is 4 upon 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 4, 2 upon 15 centimeter. What is the length of either of the remaining equal sides? So guys, let us see how we can answer this question. The question is telling us here about an isosceles triangle. The question is talking us here about an isosceles triangle. So guys, before moving ahead, let us try to understand what is an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle is a triangle. An isosceles triangle is a triangle whose two sides are equal. Two sides are equal. Whose two sides are equal. This is what we know about an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle is a triangle whose two sides are equal. This is what we know. That means if you look here to our diagram, the triangle ABC, let us assume that AB is equal to AC. Let us assume that AB is equal to AC and BC is something different side. So the length of AB is equal to the length of AC and BC is different. So this is what we know, or this is an isosceles triangle that we can discuss here in this question. So let us look here to the triangle ABC where AB is equal to AC. Now the question is telling us here the base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. So BC is our base. That means 4 by 3 centimeter. This is what being given in the question. The perimeter of the triangle is 4, 2 by 15 centimeter. So question has given us perimeter. Perimeter of the triangle. Perimeter of the triangle is equal to 4, 2 by 15 centimeter. That is equal to 15 4s are 60, 62 by 15 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 62 divided by 15 centimeter. 62 upon 15 centimeter. This is what being given. With these things in hand, the question is asking us what is the length of either of the remaining equal side. The question has given us the length of BC and question is asking us to find out either AB or AC, because if we find AB, we will get AC because AB is equal to AC. Now, so let us move ahead. Now guys, what is perimeter? Perimeter of any figure or perimeter of any drawing is the sum total of the boundary walls or the sum total of the boundaries, I can say. So here the perimeter of this triangle is nothing but the sum total of these sides AB plus AC plus BC. So I can write here perimeter is equal to AB plus AC plus BC. Hope guys you understood this. What is perimeter? Perimeter is the sum total of the boundaries. Perimeter is sum total of the boundaries of the given figure. Here in this triangle, the boundaries are AB, AC and BC. So perimeter here is the sum total of the boundaries AB plus AC plus BC. Or I can write what I can write. Let us also do one thing. Let us assume the length of AB is x centimeter. If AB is x centimeter, then AC is also x centimeter. Why? Because these are equal sides and this is an isosceles triangle. We have concluded AB and AC as equal sides. So we are assuming that the length of AB is x centimeter because we do not know. We need to find out the length as per the question. So what we got? We got AB as x centimeter, AC as x centimeter. Now let us work out the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to AB x plus AC x plus BC. BC is 4 upon 3. What we got? Perimeter is equal to x plus 4 upon 3. Now let us solve this one. Or I can write what I can write, or I can write perimeter is equal to 2x plus 4 upon 3. This is what we got. Or I can write what I can write. Guys, just look here. If you look here, if you look here, you could see that the question has given us the perimeter of this isosceles triangle, and the perimeter that the question has given us is 62 divided by 15, or 62 upon 15. So let us replace this figure. Let us replace this figure here in our equation. We got perimeter is equal to 2x plus 4 by 3, or I can write 62 divided by 15 is equal to 2x plus 4 upon 3. This is what we got. 62 divided by 15 is equal to 2x plus 4 by 3. And how we got? We just replaced the value of the perimeter that the question has given us. We have replaced the value of the perimeter that the question has given us. Or in other words, I can write 2x plus 4 upon 3 is equal to 62 upon 15. Guys, I have reversed it, and I am writing in this way so that it will be very easy for us to solve. So what we got in this step, we got 62 upon 15 is equal to 2x plus 4 by 3, or in other words, we can write 2x plus 4 by 3 is equal to 62 upon 15. This is same like a plus, this is same like the equation C is equal to a plus b is nothing but we can write a plus b is equal to C. Nothing is going to be changed. Hope guys I'm very clear till here. What we got? We got 2x plus 4 upon 3 is equal to 62 upon 15. Or I can write 2x is equal to 62 upon 15 minus 4 upon 3. What we got? We got 62 upon 15 minus 4 upon 3. How? Moving this 4 upon 3 to right side of the equation. That means I am transposing plus 4 upon 3 from left hand side to right hand side. Hope guys I am very clear. I am moving very slowly and step by step so that you people can understand. What we got? We got 2x is equal to 62 upon 15 minus 4 upon 3. Now let us solve this further. Or 2x is equal to, it would be easy for us to solve if we make the denominators equal of both the equations. So how we can make the denominator equal? Let's see. Here we have 62 upon 15 minus, if I make this denominator as 15, then only it would be easy for us to solve this equation. So how to make that one? I need to multiply this 3 with 5 so that I can get 15. If I am multiplying 5 in the denominator, I need to multiply 5 in the numerator also. That means 4 into 5, 3 into 5. So for that reason, we can get 15 in the denominator and we need to multiply 5 in the numerator so that it will come 20 upon 15. That is, let us note it down. Or I can write 2x is equal to 62 by 15 minus 20 upon 15. Hope guys you understood this. What I did, I multiplied 5 to this 3 so that I can get 15 in the denominator. If I am multiplying something in the denominator, I should also do the same thing to the numerator by rule. For that reason, I multiplied 5 in the denominator and I multiplied 5 in the numerator. And finally we got 20 divided by 15. Or I can write 2x is equal to 62 minus 20 divided by 15. Or I can write 2x is equal to 42 divided by 15. What we got? We got 2x is equal to 42 divided by 15. Or I can write 2x divided by 2. Or I can write, let me write it down in this way. 2x into 1 by 2 is equal to 42 divided by 15 into 1 by 2. What I am doing here in this step? I am just multiplying 1 by 2 to both the sides. Multiplying 1 by 2 to both the sides. And why I am doing this? I am multiplying 1 by 2 so that I can eliminate this 2 from x. so that I can eliminate from these two from x. If I am eliminating, I need to multiply 1 by 2 to left side of the equation. If I am multiplying 1 by 2 to left side of the equation, I need also to multiply 1 by 2 to right side of the equation by rule. So for that reason, I multiplied 1 by 2 to both sides of the equation. Hope guys we are very clear. Or I can write, what I can write, or I can write x is equal to 21 divided by 15. X is equal to 21 divided by 15. What we got? X is equal to 21 divided by 15. How? These two and these two it cancels out. These two and these two it cancels out. And so we got x, and 42 divided by 2 is 21. Or I can write x is equal to 7 3s are 21. 7 3s are or in other words I can write 3 7s are 21 and 3 5s are 15. So we got x is equal to 7 upon 5. We got x is equal to 7 upon 5. Or in other words I can write, x is equal to, or x is equal to 1 2 upon 5. 2 upon 5. How? If we divide 7 with 5, 5 ones are 5. We are getting the remainder as 2 and the quotient as 1. We are getting the quotient as 1, remainder as 2, and our divisor is 5. Our divisor is 5. This 5 is our divisor. So we are writing divisor. We are writing 7 by 5 as x is equal to 1 2 upon 5. And I am writing, and we are writing this thing in order to, we would have left our answer with x is equal to 7 upon 5. But if you look here, the question has given us on one side, one side of this triangle, this isosceles triangle as 4 upon 3, and the perimeter the question has given us 4 2 by 15. So for that reason we are writing the equation as 7 upon 5 or 1 2 upon 5. Whatever we write is fine. Whatever we considered is fine. We got the answer is either we can write 7 upon 5 or x is equal to 1 2 upon 5. Nothing is going to be wrong. So we can say our concluding answer. The question asked us what are the length of the other two sides. Let us quickly look into the question so that we can write our concluding answer. The question is saying that what is the length of either of the remaining equal side. What is the length of either of the remaining equal sides? So we can say that the length of the remaining equal sides is, because we got 7 upon 5 as x. The value of x is 7 upon 5. If x is 7 upon 5, that is what we got. So we can write our concluding answer as, the length of the equal sides, the length of the equal sides of the isosceles triangle, of the given isosceles triangle, let's write, of the given isosceles triangle, the length of the equal sides of the given isosceles triangle is 7 upon 5 centimeter. I am writing, guys. Let us don't get confused. Still we are fine if we get this answer. If we can avoid that x is equal to 1 2 upon 5. This depends upon what way you can represent. But if we write the answer as 7 upon 5, it's absolutely fine. Hope guys you understood this. This is very simple and very straightforward. If we write mixed fraction, if we can write as a mixed fraction, it's well and good, because the answer in the book has given us a mixed fraction. But I don't think mixed fraction is required. We can still write 7 upon 5 centimeter. Why I'm thinking in that way? Because why I'm thinking in that way? Because the question has given us one side as 4 upon 3. The question has not given us this side as mixed fraction. Otherwise the question could have written this one as 3 ones are 3 with remainder 1. The question should have written this one as 3 ones are 3 with remainder 1. So what we could have got this one as a mixed fraction? We would have got this one as a mixed fraction like this. 1 upon 3, 1 upon 3. That means 3 ones are 3 and this 1 plus 1 is 4 upon 3. But question has not given us this side as mixed fraction. So I believe we can go with 7 upon 5 instead of the data as a mixed fraction. Instead of the data as x is equal to 1, 2 upon 5. Hope guys you understood this. This is very simple and very straightforward. But still, if you have any questions or doubts, please reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe and let your friends know. If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.